everybody, and welcome to another episode of Liz on Biz. Here with me today is Melissa Davis. Welcome to the show, Melissa.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm excited to have you. So, tell everybody a little bit about what you do.
Sure. So I am a former teacher of almost 20 years, and I left the classroom about 3 years ago now to start my own business called Education Advisors. So I provide professional development and support to teachers and parents on addressing who I have now deemed affectionately spicy nuggets. Um,
I love, and I also would love to partake in spicy nuggets. So, it's a very happy term. It's like calling somebody
exactly.
like you're lovely, like my dumpling, but
Yes.
this is
Yeah.
better.
Yes, yeah. So I work specifically usually with the kids who have emotional and behavioral issues. And I'm working on addressing behaviors in the classroom more proactively and also addressing behaviors at home more proactively.
So I have three thoughts on this. One thought is that how Lady Gaga has her little monsters, like you have your spicy
Spicy
nuggets.
nuggets.
Like we could make like t-shirts for
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It'd be
Well,
so cute.
one of my friends gave me like the emotional support nuggets, like chicken nuggets,
Oh,
like the little,
yes, the
yeah, I was
nugget.
like,
I've seen the ones that are like they also have like chicken nugget pillows.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
so cute. No, I love this. And so I have you know how I said 5,000 thoughts? My first thought was, oh, you're Lady Gaga and those are your little monsters. So those the spicy nuggets are your little monsters. But then also my second thought was, thank goodness for somebody like you to come in because I'm acquainted with spicy nuggets like in
Mhm.
my life, you
Yeah,
know.
I think
And
we all have them.
and I perhaps may be spicy on
Mhm.
occasion. We don't know. The jury is out. What's going on here? We don't know. But I'm glad that you exist. And because I was interested, it's like I looked at your website and it says that you do work directly with the schools too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like does that mean does a school ever hire somebody like you or does a parent always hire you?
So I do a lot more work with school districts now. So normally a school district will reach out and ask me to do some professional development for their teachers. I prefer to do professional development also with me going into the schools and seeing the programs and meeting the teachers and seeing the kiddos in action because I get a much better picture of what's happening. And then also from there, I then kind of design a plan with the teachers on how can we address this? How can we make this better? How can I make this easier for you? And then kind of go from there. But it's
So is that what
kind
the
of
academic development days are? Is that
yes,
you?
yes,
You
yes,
make
that is
everybody
me.
stay home?
Yes, yeah. All of your kids are home because I'm working with the teachers.
They're
Yes.
getting like superhero training from you on how to
Yes.
handle your wild animals. Or no, your spicy nuggets is better.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
all fun. That's awesome that you get. So how do you think like did you because like whenever I meet people that are educational advisors, I always make the assumption, you know what they say about assuming though, it makes a bum out of you and me because I'm a mother.
Yeah.
I don't say the A word. But yeah, like it makes a bum out of us if I assume that. Did you start in advocacy and did you transition to this or did you start in this side of it?
So well, I started as a teacher. So I worked, actually, I started out my teaching career at an adorable little private school outside of Burlington, Vermont. And I joke that it's like the most Vermont school. Like if you picture
I was gonna
Vermont
say, really,
grassroots,
it's very Vermont already.
very Vermont,
To be
yes.
private, and I just picture like you're in a field somewhere.
Yes, yeah. We would sing
Yeah.
blessings to the trees and flowers. We would go on hikes every day. We were on a farm, so we got to feed the animals. Like it was very much like grassroots Vermont, which I loved. And I did that for a year, and then my husband got transferred down to Massachusetts, and I ended up at a therapeutic day school for kids who were removed from public school due to severe emotional behavioral outbursts in Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts. So kind of like two complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, Jamaica Plain is not Vermonty at all.
No, not at
It's
all.
way different.
Way different. There were no fields. It was
No,
a farm. Um,
only concrete jungle there.
exactly. And so it was, I did, I always say like, you name it, I've had it happen. Like I've been bit, hit, kicked, punched, spit on, Lysol sprayed in my face, desks and
Ooh,
chairs thrown at
Lysol's
me.
that's a little mean.
Yeah, yeah, it was
I
not
mean, the
great.
kick I understand, but it's like you looked for a weapon.
Yeah, yeah. I've had scissors used against me as weapons. Like
God.
nothing surprises me.
Hmm.
Um, I've even had feces thrown at me at one point.
Are you
Um,
just calm? Is that why you're good in a
I
crisis?
I think so, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it depends on who you ask. If
Like
you ask
end
my
of the
children,
world, do I want to be with you? Because you'll be like, Liz, this is time. It's probably time
it's
anyway.
okay. Like we'll figure it out.
We'll probably get through this. It's probably something else after this anyway. Like I think
But
you'd
I
be
ended
like
up
so
like
chill about it.
exactly. Yeah, that's kind of everything was always like, I'll know you're ready once you have a calm and quiet body. Like that's kind of like
Mm.
my go-to saying.
Oh, that's a
Um,
good one.
yeah, but I ended
Hmm.
up really loving working with those kids, and I found it so rewarding that I spent about half my teaching career working with those, challenging kiddos, working on reintegrating them back into public school, designing programs to help them. So when I went into then teaching in public school, I then had kind of this knowledge base that I found that some of my colleagues didn't have. And so I kept getting people coming up to me being like, how did you do that? How come they listened to you?
Mm.
How did you stay calm in this situation? And at that point, once COVID had hit and COVID had kind of passed, I was, thinking about I have two young kids of my own, and I felt like I was giving so much to the kids at school and to everyone else's children. I had nothing to give my own.
Yeah.
So my husband was like, I think you have a business here. And so that's how I kind of got started.
That's amazing. And then the other, it's really, I mean, it speaks so much that the other teachers are like, looking at you and they're like, why can't we? I wish I could get through to so and so, probably is what they're thinking. Because I think most teachers want to do well. I mean,
Oh,
I'm sure
definitely.
you've met your share of teachers that you're like, oh God, retire. I mean, like,
I mean, that's in every business, right?
yeah,
Everywhere where you
put the
work, there's
clipboard down. You know, like, I feel like that, I mean, but that's a very special thing. But I think most teachers want to get through to the kids.
yeah,
And I had a client once that was a parenting coach, and she used to say all behavior is communication, and it's probably
yeah,
something that you know already.
yeah,
But like
yeah,
it speaks to that where it's
yeah,
like, I'm gonna wait until you're in a calm body,
yeah,
and then you let them do whatever until
yeah,
they settle, I
yeah.
guess,
And
and
then
it
you
also
can
kind of gives them their power back that they're
definitely, and
seeking. Because I feel like when they're reaching for the scissors, that's like I want to be in control moment. The
uh-huh.
Lysol still feels mean. The Lysol is calculated. I mean,
It's
scissors is
valid.
like mean too, but Lysol is like, dang, girl.
Yeah, you went, yep, you thought that out.
It'd be weird. It'd be weird if you were overly nice though, and you were like, "Thank you for cleaning my eyes." Like,
I
I feel
can
like
see so
that
much better now.
I can see so much better. Like they'd be like, "I'm so frustrated." Um, no, and so when kids, I like when you say spicy nugget because it covers I hate to say spectrum. It covers a spectrum of
Everyone.
behavior though,
Yeah.
because it's not necessary, like it doesn't necessarily pathologize every kid.
Yeah.
And do we
Yeah.
have to? I mean, like,
No.
no.
No, and I think that that's part of it, right? And like how you said that, behavior is communication. I really look at behavior as a lack of skill. Because a child is behaving, or even adults are
Yeah.
behaving in a way because they lack a certain skill to know a different way to get what they want, right? So,
Mm.
like if you have a kid who throws a temper tantrum in a candy store because they wanted a piece of candy, well, that has probably worked for them in the past. So they don't know another way to get that candy. So that's why they do it. So there's a skill that's lacking. And with
Yes.
behavior, even if we're dealing with behaviors for our own children, it's very emotional, not only for the kid that's involved, but also for the person dealing with it. We can get emotional and triggered from behaviors that we're seeing, right? Like, how come my child's not listening? How come I had to ask them 5 times? We're running late. Like, all of these things.
Mm.
I look at behavior as more of a lack of skill. I feel like it takes the emotional reactiveness out of it. And
Yeah.
then it's like, okay, I can teach lack of skill, right? Especially as educators. Like,
Yes.
if you don't know how to read, I can teach you how to read. If you don't know how to add numbers, I can teach you how to add numbers. If you don't know how to ask for help, I can teach you how to ask for help in an appropriate way. If you don't know how to approach a person to ask them to
Hmm.
play, I can teach you how to do that. So,
Yes.
like, if we look at it from that perspective, I feel like it can really change our mindsets as the adults working with these kids of, a way that's not as electrically charged for us as well when we're dealing with some of these kids who are having some of these big behaviors, like picking up a bottle of Lysol and spraying it in our face, right?
Right. Well, and like when you think about behaviors, isn't it also a mirror? So if you have a big reaction to something, then their reaction will be big to compensate or to mirror your reaction.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've definitely seen that where you kind of feed off of each other. And
Yeah.
then I've also seen too of like we engage in this power struggle with a child, right? So it's like,
Hmm.
you need to put on your shoes. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Well, why do I need to do that? Because I told you so. Like, and it just
Yeah.
continues to elevate. Where like I've dealt with some kids are like, I'm like, oh, it's time to go outside. Please put on your shoes. I'm not doing that. Okay, that's your choice. Let me know when you're ready. And I just walk away. And some kids are like, why aren't you yelling at me? Like, why aren't you like telling me that this is what I have to do? And I'm like, well, if you don't want to go outside, like that's
Yeah,
on
if
you.
you don't want to go outside.
Yeah, like it's
Sounds
no
like you
shame on
don't
my
want to
back.
go.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's fine. But
Yeah.
like sometimes kids just don't know even how to react to that because they're so used to getting in that power struggle or that combativeness that then when all of a sudden you just step back and go, okay, they're like, oh, well, I guess I'll put on my shoes because it's not,
Well, and they
they're
might get yelled
trying to
at at
protect.
home. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like moms, they really, I said this to somebody the other day, like, you have a baby and they just let you let leave with it.
Yes.
Don't
No
you think
training.
that's a bit crazy? I
Yes.
remember like I was standing in the I had my baby at South Shore Hospital in Weymouth,
Mhm.
Massachusetts, and I was standing in the lobby and I was waiting for my husband to bring the car around and I'm just standing next to this car seat with this tiny person in it. And I was like, "Oh, so I guess I just gonna bring this home."
I
Like
remember
I was
sitting.
like, and then people were looking at me like, "Oh, it's a baby. It must be congratulations." And I was like, "Thank you." Like I'm like, but I don't. What do I do now? And then I brought him to Dunkin' on the way home because I really, well, we talked coffee because
Coffee.
you have coffee feelings, and this is
Yes.
good because I understand that. And so but I was like, I desperately want a Dunkin' Donuts hot coffee regular. I really wanted it. And so
Yep.
after we went to did the baby thing. I made the baby. I gave it, put it in the car. I gave it to myself, I guess, and put it in the car. And then I went to Dunkin'. I'm in the drive-through, and they're like, he's like, ah, like he's like screaming, like no idea. Well, you might because you're a mother. So, and you've been yelled at, but like he's like screaming, and then the Dunkin' Donuts drive-through lady's like, your baby doesn't want to be here right now. And I was like, I just made him. He's new. Give me my coffee. Like he's just
Exactly.
got here. He
I'm
and
just
I
trying to
just
figure things
met.
out.
Yeah, I was like,
Exactly.
we don't even, I always say it to him. I'm like, he's a good guy. We really just met a few years ago. Like, I mean, like, that's what it is. Like, I love
Yeah.
him, but like, I don't know.
Yeah. I remember getting home with like my son when he was first born, and like we put the carrier down like on the floor, and my husband and I just sat there, and I'm like, now what?
What do we
Like,
do
what do
now?
we do now? Exactly.
I looked at
Yeah.
my phone a lot and then I felt bad about it because I was like, should I be playing classical music or like having him learn Spanish? And I used to worry that like, and my brother was like, "Oh, like that's like, that's parent guilt." And he's like, "But you're fine. The baby's like it's there. Does he
Yeah.
eat? Is he sleeping? Is he normal-ish? Normal.
Normal.
A little spicy, but he's there.
Yep.
And so but now he's and then I remember he went through a time when he wasn't talking. And then I ask him about it now because now he won't stop. But I
Yeah.
ask him about it now. I go, "Why weren't you talking?" He goes, "Maybe I was shy." Like he doesn't, this is response about it. And I go, I used to just cry at night because I was like, and I remember I talked to one of his teachers. Like he put me through a lot, my son. I talked to one of
Yeah.
his teachers, it was like his pre-K teacher. And I was like, I go, what if he doesn't get married? She goes, you don't want him to get married. And I was like, oh my God, made me feel so much better. I tell her about it even now. It was so funny because I was like, what's gonna happen? What if he doesn't get married? She goes, you don't want that. So funny because she was
Oh,
like
I love
she was
it.
legit. She was a really, how there's some teachers that you're like, oh, this is a special teacher.
Yeah.
She had it. You have
Yeah.
it too. You can have it too. Everybody should have it. But she also had it.
Yeah.
And where like there's like a special degree of attention and care that they bring to the
Yeah.
job that I
Yeah.
not that other teachers don't want to, but like I don't
No.
know that they have it
Yeah. No, I understand.
available to give.
I completely
Yeah.
understand what you're talking about. And I've
Yeah.
seen all ends of the spectrum.
Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah, you have. And like in adults, well, like you said in adults and in children and kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you work with
Definitely.
all ages of kids and stuff?
So I usually focus on elementary age children.
Hmm.
I really believe in early intervention,
Me
especially when it
too.
comes to really anything. My daughter received OT when she was 3. We also received some other therapies when she was younger. So I'm a firm believer in that. So I really feel like if we can kind of teach these kids these missing skills at a much younger age, by the time they get to middle school and high school, you're not going to have some of these bigger behaviors that some of these kids engage in because they know how to manage themselves. They know how to, ask for things appropriately and
Yeah.
those types of things. So yeah,
No,
I
I
also
think
do a
that's
lot of work
true.
with preschools too.
Ooh,
Um, yeah, which is kind of nice. I feel like there's a big need of having professional development at that
yeah.
younger level that really hasn't been there. So that's kind of been really interesting to go in and work with preschool age children. And, the plus they're just so cute. Like, and I
Oh,
feel like they
so
always
cute.
come up to you, like, and they're just like, hi, like,
Hi.
they're like, hi, I love you. And they like hug you and you're like, oh, okay, here's where we're
Yeah.
at.
So cute. That's so cute. My son was sweet. Like my son is sweet, but he was like very cute like that. But I
Yeah.
I remember I didn't do early intervention because we missed it because of COVID or something. And so like and then we ended up he got into preschool, but then they were amazing at like
Yeah.
in Rockland anyway. I'm in
Yeah.
Rockland. Uh, They're amazing.
Yeah.
All over
Well, let me say,
him. All over
Massachusetts in
him.
a whole is just amazing. I do a lot of, live in
Yeah.
Brookline, New Hampshire, but I do a lot of work in Massachusetts. And there's so much out there about really addressing kind of these behavior issues that we're seeing post-pandemic and,
Yeah.
looking at the whole child and different ways that we can support them. And it's been a really amazing experience working with those schools.
Yeah. Oh no, and New Hampshire is so different. See, because every state is so different. And then I have mom friends, right, that live all over New England. So I have like, I would say I'm acquainted-ish with like how they navigate these kinds of things. But like New Hampshire, with the person that I'm thinking of, there hasn't been as much attention intentionally placed on it.
Um,
And I don't know why, but like with Leo, it was like, oh, he's not talking. Let's all panic. Like everybody panicked, and I panicked because I was like,
yeah.
I understand him, but like I'm his mother, so like of
You're
course
like, I
I
should
do.
follow him around for the rest of his
I
life.
can't I can't be there forever. Like, and I want him to be able
Yeah.
to talk to other people, and
Yeah.
and so I would we with here it was like there was like a specific like here's what you do. I mean, they didn't say here's what you do, but I'm loud. I go straight. I was like, I'll just email the superintendent right now and be like, you have to answer me because I'm a mother. And he did. He answered me right away. I think he was like, who is this woman? Because I like nobody I was like, well, who do I email? And they're like, just email the school. And I was like, what is the school? I didn't even know what the school, I just moved here. Like, I was like, I don't know what anything is. So I was like, I'll go straight to the top.
There
So
you
I
go.
did. I was like, go to the top. That's like whatever anything else fails, just go straight to the source. And then I ask so many questions. I've learned so much now. But
Yeah.
it's like by contrast, the mom friend of mine in New Hampshire, it's been like, oh, well, teacher's not really worried. And like, yeah, they don't go to OT anymore, but I'm like, but what do you mean, ah? And then like you deal with all these difficult behaviors.
Yeah. And a
I
lot of
won't
times
do
too,
this. And they're
a
like,
lot of
oh, a
times
lot of
I
that nonsense.
a lot of times too, since we know behavior is a form of communication,
Yeah.
there's so much around the behavior. So not only is it a lack of skill, but it's also kind of like, okay, well, why is this child shutting down? Or why, like, what is the
Mm,
why behind it? Because then you can address kind of the function of the behavior, what they're getting out of the behavior. You can then look at what is the skill that I need to teach them. And also then if I can stop that why from happening, then that also helps things as well, right? Because a lot of
right.
times you can also preemptively step ahead and be like, oh, like this child doesn't like loud sounds. So here's a pair of
Hmm.
headphones on your desk just in case if you need them. Like,
Yes.
and now you're not having a meltdown because you have access to something you need to block out something that you don't like. So there's so many
Yes.
different ways that we can kind of address stuff proactively
Yes.
and I feel that the education system is a very reactive system, right?
Yeah.
You have to fail enough to receive like an IEP or IEP services. You
It's like
have to,
healthcare is like that.
yeah, exactly. And so it's kind of trying to change, like, okay, well, how can we take this reactive system that we're being put in,
Yeah.
look at it in a more proactive manner and say, well, how can I just tweak things that I'm doing in my classroom to really kind of address these issues ahead before they become any bigger?
Mm. Mm. Yeah, and that's what, and then it's hard as a mother because when you say that, like you wait until they're dysfunctional to get the IEP. And that's almost better because if you get stuck with the other one, the 504,
Yeah.
like you don't have as many rights. Hold on, I'm like barely remembering this.
So with an IEP, normally there's services, direct services that go along
Yeah.
with the child. With a 504, it's just kind of general accommodations that you can have in the
Yeah, and
classroom.
that stinks. Only
And
because
it depends.
it
It
well, it
depends.
can
It depends on
stink.
the situation. It can
Right.
definitely,
Like at
definitely.
Disney World, if I
Yeah.
may. We went to Disney World and my nephew got DAS pass,
Yeah.
right? And this kid doesn't have a diagnosis. There's like, right? I'm just saying this because I think this is where, and then they would say it's not for if you have a diagnosis, it's if you're really dysfunctional. Whatever Disney. Anyway, so
Yeah.
that's what Disney would say. And
Yeah.
then my son got accommodations, which stinks. Okay, because all that means is, oh, if you're in line, you can take a break from being in line. And I was like, oh, I'm sure that would go over really well with like a bunch of people around us. That said, side note, no one should ever wait in line at Disney because it's $30 to buy the lightning lane.
Yes, it's
Just
crazy.
buy it. Because do you see these people that wait for, there was an
Hours.
hour-long wait for a Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror is a 3-minute ride.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
If you paid $30 a person, you just ride it and move on with your day.
Yes.
I just
Yes.
couldn't. And I was like, if
So
you've paid to
crazy.
come to the park, you've already lost a lot of money. You
Yes.
might as well lose another $100.
Yeah, exactly. I
Like, I
agree.
just don't. So if you're listening and you wait, I want to actually, you know what? Nobody listening to this show is that dumb. I think everybody here would get the lightning lane because
Well,
it's so bad.
it's so funny that you say that because
Do
my
you
husband's
lightning
diagnosed.
lane?
Well, so we haven't been to Disney
Oh,
World.
yeah.
My husband's diagnosed with ADHD, and both my kids, my son and my daughter, also have ADHD.
Yeah.
And so my son said to me, he's like, I don't really want to go to Disney World because there are way too many lines, and I can't wait in line that long.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Like, he's like, I would go absolutely stir crazy. I'm like, you are absolutely right. You would.
No, Lightning Lane, we didn't wait. It was no waiting.
Yes,
Like
yeah,
Splash Mountain, but you would have to lightning, you would want to do, but see, you'd have to hope for a DAS pass.
yeah.
They got
Which I
pretty
think that
stingy
they've
with
gotten, I was gonna
those.
say, they've gotten really strict now with those.
Yeah.
And I'm even seeing people who should be getting these types of
Yeah,
passes
they just don't
that
get
are
them.
not. Yeah, yeah.
I think they want everybody to just buy Lightning Lane.
I think so,
To be
probably.
honest, it seems like a money grab. I mean, they
Oh
don't
yeah.
sponsor the show. I can just say whatever I want.
I mean, it's Disney. How can Disney not be a money grab?
The whole thing there. I mean, I loved it, but it's a whole thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
emotionally exhausting. Like somebody
yes.
said, it's not a
Everyone's
vacation, it's a trip. It's a lot involved. And then I
yeah,
went with my brother's family and they get up wicked early. So they're in the hallway at 7:30 kind of people. And
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, I don't see 7:30 unless I'm getting on an airplane. So like that's what I'm like. Like I just don't, you're a teacher though, you have to get up, but like I don't get up.
Well, and my son, he wakes up every day without an alarm clock. He is up
Oh, he's
every
one of
day at
those
6
people
o'clock.
that can do that.
Oh, every day without, and it doesn't matter what time he goes to bed at night. He could go to
He
bed at
can still
midnight
get
and he's
up.
still at 6 o'clock every single morning.
Good for him.
I guess, although
Well, although
I
in the
mean, as
summer
the
that's rough
mom,
for
it's
you.
kind of, I was gonna say, as the mom, it's kind of not so great on the weekends and on the times where
Unless
I
you
want
can tell him to do quiet time. Do you do that? Like he has to
So
have quiet
he
time?
normally does have quiet time in the morning,
Yeah.
which works. In fact, we were for the longest time. He's older now; he's 10 now. But we got
Yeah.
the alarm clock that had like the red light, green light. So
Yeah.
red light when they can't get out of their room, and
I
he had to
have
be in
that.
the room at that time. Yes. Oh my gosh, it made such a huge difference.
Yeah. Well, and I had my friend bought my son a digital clock just so he
Mhm.
can know what time it is. Because I'm like, if it's before 9 on a Saturday, I don't want to see you.
Yeah, yeah, I don't blame you
Like
with that.
I and like I just can't. I go,
Yeah.
I don't wake up early and like and then he's still at 9. He'll like sometimes 8:45 he'll come in and then he'll grab my iPad and then sit on my legs and watch something. And I just let it happen because I'm like, as long as I'm asleep, I don't care.
You do you. Boo.
I'm so easy though, and I would say my husband is the tough person.
It's definitely roles reversed in our household.
Are
They
you the
like,
tough person?
oh yes,
But
yes.
you're trained in toughness.
Yeah.
You had
Well,
Lysol sprayed in your face. Like you're like a prison guard, like because they
my
get beat
son said
up.
to me before, he goes, "Oh, why did my mom have to be a teacher?"
Yeah, because you're the
I was like,
you're good
"You're
at
not getting
it.
away with anything there, buddy. Sorry
No,
to
it's just
disappoint you."
it's who you are now. Well,
Yeah,
like, and
yeah,
I had a conversation the other day with this really interesting lady who gave me a free coaching session, like was based on like the stuff, like her coaching methodology. And she was
yeah,
like, it was just about like my professional, how I am. Like it's like about your
yeah,
professional personality or something. And she's like, I was telling her how I have a really hard time saying no or like setting boundaries. Like it's really uncomfortable for me. And then I'm like, but I also, as I say this to you, I'm like, I'm sure it's not wonderful for everybody else to do it either. People don't
no,
like saying no.
no. You don't
Um,
want to be the bad guy. No
I
one wants
don't
to be
want to
the
be
bad
the
guy.
bad guy. And then
Yeah.
she said, but by saying yes, you're, hold on, it was a really, it's a good sense. She said you're giving tacit approval for unacceptable behavior by
I like
going
that.
along, by
Yeah,
not saying anything or going along or saying yes.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, whoa, because like I never thought about it with regard to parenting, but it's the same.
Same.
It's the
Yeah,
same. But then with like, I was having a problem with a client. And I was like, by not saying anything about something that really bothered me,
yeah.
the client like got away with it. And now the next time, now I have to like, it's weird I didn't address it, but I think I was like flummoxed. Like I think I
Yeah,
was like, I don't know what to do. Like, because it
yeah.
was like they did it to my face in the moment and I
Um,
didn't have time to sleep on it. But it
yeah,
was like, it bothered me and then it didn't bother me. Then it came up a few days later. So I was like, oh, this definitely bothers me.
yeah,
And then last night, I was up really late. You're probably gonna think I'm crazy, but I was like up really late replaying that person, but then also another person that really bothered me because another
yeah.
person said that they wanted me to do something, let's just say,
Yep,
but technically it's out of scope with their package with us or their
yep,
retainer with us.
yep.
And then I said, yes, like let's just say it was a monthly meeting. Okay? I'm just gonna tell you what it was. They wanted to do a monthly meeting. I'm not against doing a monthly meeting, but it can't be if you're not on a certain level, it shouldn't be more than an
Yeah,
hour. So it should be a 30-minute monthly meeting. And they
yep.
were insistent that it has to be an hour because, quote, they pay for the hours with me. And I was
Okay.
like, no, you're on a retainer. So
Right,
yes, that includes hours, but like
right.
you're looking at me like like you're not looking at me like a person. You're looking at me like an hour.
Yeah,
And it's almost petty to use me this way.
yep,
So then I was up last night and I was thinking about this at
yeah,
1:40 because this really bothered me. And so I was like, do I say something? Do I not say something? And then I like try to vibe out if I can like tune into my mom because my mom is gone and I used to always ask her, how do I handle this person? Like she was a very good, she's just really smart and she used to always give me good advice. And I couldn't really vibe what she would say. But now that I'm talking to you, if I don't say something, it's sending the signal that it's acceptable.
yep.
And then
And then
I
you're going to see it, that behavior continue to repeat
and
because
it
that's
would just
what
be
it
just because I'm nice, but I'm not that nice.
is. Yeah.
Like I'm regular nice, but do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, but if your
yeah,
thing doesn't, like, then I would have to give that 1 hour slot to every single person on that same package for that to be totally ethical and
yeah,
even energetically. And so it's not an even energetic exchange. Because I was
yeah.
like, I don't mind meeting if we have something to meet about, but I don't want a monthly recurring meeting if
To
there's
just sit and
no
fill our time.
agenda.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
they'll
agree.
invent, everybody can invent reasons to whine on a Zoom,
I
but I
mean,
don't
I
want to
can't,
do that.
I
Do you
was
know
gonna
what I
say,
mean?
I can't tell you how many times I was like, that could have been an email. Like,
Yes. It could have been an email. And so I was like, and then that like to use the reason we have the hours with you anyway is so insulting.
yeah,
Without I think and I think for the person that said it, she works there. It wasn't like the client that said it. But then I was
yeah,
like, if she said it, I think from her point of view, she has to fill her calendar to look busy.
yeah,
That's her
yeah,
job.
yeah,
But that's not my responsibility.
right,
Like I don't have to comply with your little strategy, right?
right.
Of looking
Yeah,
busy.
yeah.
Melissa, I have problems. Like you're like helping me. But like I think I
Okay.
need to stand up for myself.
Yes. Well, and also too, I mean, think about again, you could even look at what is the missing skill here? What
Yeah,
is the
help.
skill that they're lacking?
Am I
Uh,
lacking a skill?
I don't know, but look at it from so they've asked you to go out like beyond what their scope and
Yeah,
sequence
yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah.
right? So because of that, right, like it seems to me that their skill is the skill that they're lacking is knowing the boundaries that they have and staying kind of within those
And even
boundaries.
the accountability to just email me when they need something rather than having to have a meeting
Just
on the
because.
calendar just because they need a reason to talk to me.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you. So even just, I was going to say,
Mm.
even because of the fact that it is outside of their scope and sequence or scope of the work that you're doing for them, just being like, well, if you'd like to add something like this on, here's the package that includes that. And just kind of
Yeah, if I
something
got
like
paid, I
that.
wouldn't feel bad, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. Well,
Problem is,
then
if
it's,
I'm not paid, I'm like, why am I, what are we, like, I'm technically paid because there's technically hours. Like, you could make the, but I was like, but they don't include hours with the CEO. Like, I'm the
yeah.
person that runs the show here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. You coached me through that. I
I'm glad I
needed
can
that
help.
because I was up last night and I was like, and then I have to be a person tomorrow. So now that I'm up, I'm gonna be grumpy. Although for some reason I'm not grumpy.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. You must have had enough caffeine this morning.
No, thank God.
It's a smoothie.
It's all of my drinks on my desk. It's
There
like
you
the
go.
smooth. I got so many. Like I think I saw a meme. It was like a girl in the car, and she's like, she needs more cup holders because she has so many drinks. Because she's like, I have my like electrolyte water, then I have my regular water, then I have my coffee, then I have my smoothie, and I was like, we drink way too many things. We have a very we have a very intense beverage culture.
I was gonna say I feel like as a child growing up, like we had like the bubbler at school that we
Yeah,
maybe
we
went
were
to.
never hydrated.
Like I was gonna say for being such a dehydrated
We
group of people,
were.
now I think we're overcompensating.
We had milk or a juice box the
Yeah,
entire
and that was
day.
it the whole day.
Yeah. And nowadays they're like, oh, do you need a water, honey? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, my son gets headaches at school,
Mhm.
and it stressed me out because I was like, oh, something else for me to worry about.
Always.
But then, like, he's like, I go, did you drink any water? And he's like, no. And I was like, there it is.
Yeah. Yes. Well,
You
I
have
mean,
to
we have
drink.
like 7-year-olds carrying around like the 40-ounce Stanley cups at
Yeah,
this
and
point.
it's
I'm
bigger.
like,
They weigh 40 pounds.
I was gonna say this is bigger than you. There's no way you can
You can't
consume
drink
the
all that
water.
water. I bought my niece because she's a peanut. They have like a little kid
Oh yes.
version.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bought her the kid one because I was like, it's way too big.
Yes, I
Like I
agree.
have even the 40 ounce was too big for me. This one is technically like 30.
Yeah.
It's like a 30. Because
Yes.
the 40 was like it was exhaust like if I had a burglar, I could club them with that 40 ounce Stanley because it was so heavy. I was like, it's like throwing an anvil at somebody's face. It's so big. No, so this has been so interesting and good. So wait, when did you say you started your business? Did you say
So I
that?
started 3 years ago,
Oh
and
wow.
now after working with a lot of school districts, I've now started branching out, doing more with parents, specifically kind of
Oh.
around helping kids with ADHD. Just because I teach a class for teachers on how to help kids with ADHD, and through that, I actually interviewed a bunch of people, men, women, boys, girls, all walks of life, from the age of 6 all the way up to the age of like 50,
Hmm.
who all have it. And I found that it really shows up so differently between boys and girls. And I have
Yeah.
one at home, and they're very different. So I actually just wrote my first children's book.
Oh my
And
God.
yes, it's now published. It's called A Boy and His ADHD, A Dog's Perspective. It's on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and Ingram. And I'm writing one for girls now. So that one's going to be My Girl and Her ADHD, A Dog's Perspective. So it's about a dog thinking that they have ADHD, and they're using all of the techniques that they're hearing their owners talk about to kind of help them manage their symptoms. Um,
Whoa.
it's been an amazing project to have worked on.
Yeah.
My son read it and he was like, Mommy, it's me. And I've had
Stop.
multiple people tell me that, of like their kids being
Oh.
like, oh my gosh, I do that and I do that. And this is what I do to help me. And
Oh.
at the end of the book, it has questions that parents can ask their kids and parents can ask their kids' teachers. And there's also a QR code that brings you to like pre-made materials. So like visual schedules, homework helpers, different ways to help kids organize. And that's all free for parents and educators to be able to kind of use this as a teaching tool and to kind of help these kiddos who might be struggling a little bit.
Oh my God, we should put you in all the little at all the kid libraries.
I'm starting making my way around now.
You know what
So
you should do? You should, okay, so I'm writing a book, but it's not this adorable. Like that what you've written is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's not adorable. It's like, oh, it's so cute. Like, no,
I
it's
mean
like
the dog is
amazing.
pretty cute.
The dog would, any book with a dog, I'm like, I should buy it because it's a dog. There's a dog in it. My favorite book growing up was actually, it was like the book of dog breeds. I used to get it from the
Oh
elementary
yeah.
school library because I love
Yep.
dogs.
I do too.
I would be an amazing vet, but I'm not. That's it. But no,
There you go.
I'm like what you could do, like guerrilla marketing, is and when I have my book's a memoir, but I'm like, we should print a bunch of them and
Yeah.
then go to the little free libraries
And put them in there.
and put them in there.
That's smart.
And somebody will eventually be bored and read it. Because that's like, well, who else walks up to those? Do people walk up? I've never walked up to one. I'm so shy
I,
about
I
it.
don't I don't think I have either, to be completely honest with
Actually,
you.
wait, one. I did one because there was one at a park, and so I was there with my son, and I was like, "Oh, I'm
Oh,
here, and I don't
yeah,
want to play.
yeah,
Maybe I'll look and see what's in the little free library," and it actually had
yeah.
some good stuff.
Nice.
But that's good. That's marketing, like right
Yeah,
there.
it is
Boom.
marketing. I love that
There you
idea.
go. So you're gonna do that. I'm gonna buy your book
Oh, good.
because, I don't know. My son could have that.
Well, and to be completely honest with you,
Honestly.
even if you don't have ADHD, there's a lot of really great techniques that we utilize
That I
anyway.
think that, yeah, that I think
Right?
anybody could utilize. And also it
Yeah.
makes you wonder if dogs have neurodifference.
Yes. Well,
Probably.
so I was actually listening to a podcast from a psychologist, and she said that she's looking at ADHD now as more as an adaptation and kind of like how, like how people change over time, and
Yeah.
how I wonder if like our brains are physiologically changing
To
to
be more
have ADHD
ADHD.
because of the technology and all the other things that we have kind of going on in the world.
I've
Um,
thought that before.
yeah, and it was really, but it was funny because my son was the one who actually kind of gave me the idea for the book because we have a dog. His name's
Mm.
Happy. Yes, his name's
Oh,
Happy. He is the happy. He smiles and his tail is always wagging. I think it even wags in his sleep, like
I
it
love him.
never
It's so
stops
cute.
wagging.
I love it.
He's a rescue from Puerto Rico, and he is just like
Oh,
the cutest little thing. But he is so hyperactive, and he chases his
yeah.
tail all the time, and he runs around. And my son, who has
Ah.
sat down, he goes, "Hey, mommy." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I think Happy might have ADHD." And I was like, huh, that's kind of an
Interesting.
interesting perspective.
That is an interesting perspective. And then did you have to find like can you draw? Like did you draw it or did you have people?
No. I was fortunate enough, my cousin actually illustrated the book for me,
Oh,
and she is
awesome.
like a sister to me. So this has been like a project that her and I have been able to work on. I'm an only child, so
Oh,
like she truly
yeah.
is like the closest thing I have to a sister. And it was so incredible to work on something I'm so passionate about with someone
Yeah.
who I'm close to. And it's been such an amazing experience. I've been
And
loving it.
so when did that book come out? Was that recent?
Yeah, so it just came out at the end of March. So
Oh,
it
so
was
it's a new book.
it's a new book. Yeah,
My
yeah.
God. My
Mhm.
God. Okay, so well, I want it's time we have to stop because this has been we got it's time for your last question. But
Yeah.
before we go, I'm gonna have you tell everybody, where to find it online and all that. But
Yeah.
before that, what's next for you? Because like you have this business and the book, and no,
Yeah.
yeah, what is the next thing that you're working on now? You think you started to say it's groups and stuff for parents?
Yeah, so I just released now a online class for parents to help them manage their kiddos with ADHD. So not only does it touch upon the different techniques that I talk about in the children's book, but it really walks parents through on like if you want to implement some things, here's how you go about doing it, here's how you introduce it to your kids, here's how you roll it out to them. And they're all things that I utilize in my own home for my own kids. And they're things that I've also taken from the classroom and then adapted it to our home life.
Mm.
So I just released that. And then again, I'm working on now the children's book for girls. So that's kind of my next thing also is to be able to have both of these books. So then that way kids who do have ADHD can look at it and be like, this is me. I am represented. And, there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing broken about me. my brain is amazing, and here's how I can make my brain work for me instead of against me.
Beautiful, beautifully said. So, Melissa, tell everybody how they can find you and find the
Yeah.
books online.
Yeah, so my company's name is Education Advisors. So you can find me at www.educationadvisors.biz. The book's name and information on where to purchase the book is on my website, but you can also find it directly through Amazon as well as barnesandnoble.com. And it's called My Boy and His ADHD, A Dog's Perspective. And I will hold up the cover so you can see.
Yay.
I know because of the thing, but yes, there's the cover for you.
Love
So it
it.
is on those things as well. And yeah, it's just been a really great thing. And I've sold almost over 150 copies now, which I think is
Yay!
great. And it's been getting wonderful feedback. And I just really love that it's helping kiddos see themselves in a positive light.
Amazing. You guys, all the links will be in the show notes. Melissa, thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course.